What's up, everyone? Welcome to My Kind. This is a space that is open to anyone and everyone. I basically want to explore the link between identity and fashion and every other thing that fashion is linked to. Fashion is linked to politics, psychology, anthropology, sociology, just everything else in between, because everything in this world is connected. To just isolate fashion as just something that people wear, like, is super crazy. There's so many things that go into it. Color psychology as well. So I noticed that I would get treated differently according to the color of my clothes. Like, if I want to be treated like a princess on some days, I wear pink. I know, it's just so boring. Like, when I am most polarizing is when I wear black. For some reason, I am super polarizing when I wear black. And it's either I get like a lot of hates or love or admiration or just stares, get a lot more stares or whatever. It's just so provoking to people. And I find that pretty interesting. And also, I have my own personal reasons why I wear black on certain days. And also, the kind of outfits that I pick are according to my menstrual cycle as well. I noticed that. And there's so many other things that go into the things that people wear, and I just want to explore that, and I want to share this with everyone. My Kind is exploring humanity and fashion. It's fashion meets humanity, right? So that's why I say it's for everyone, and it's not a fashion platform. It's not about like trendy, I don't know, trendy, cool, whatever. It's really not about that. I really just want to hear people's stories, and I want to hear the reason why they choose to present themselves the way that they do. And I just want to bring some kind of humanity to fashion. My favorite thing I like to wear is gold jewelry. I I love gold jewelry, and I only started to really wear gold jewelry when I got into yoga for some odd reason. Like, the most obvious change that I saw when I started doing yoga was gold jewelry. Like, I don't know, and I've been rocking it ever since, really. I am just so irked by silver jewelry, and I don't know what the link is between stretching out your hips and wearing gold jewelry, but that is just the vibe. Another thing I really love wearing, it's unfortunate I'm not wearing it right now, are my heavy shoes. My heavy shoes. Listen, when I wear heavy shoes, they just make me feel so present. Like, they make me feel like I'm taking up space, and I'm here. Like, they just make me feel like I'm here, you know? Specifically because I grew up shy. I grew up really shy, and I tended to, just like blend in the background. I was very afraid of taking up space, really, because I just felt like my existence was something I just needed to be apologetic for. I don't know. But grown me is overcompensating for that right now. I love wearing shoes that cement me into the ground and to the earth. It's just a further confirmation of I'm here, my existence is intentional. I deserve to take up space, and this is just me taking up space, and like, I'm unapologetic about it. So that's why, like, I love heavy shoes. So how has my style evolved? I didn't have much of a style, but I really got into my appearance when I got my first job, right? And what I initially started doing was I was thrifting in my mom's wardrobe. I loved my mom's old clothes, bro, and she hated it. She hated it. I loved wearing my mom's old clothes from the 90s specifically. I just loved like some patterns, some color patterns and everything that would be on like shirts or like skirts or whatever. I really love just taking old pieces from my mom's wardrobe. The quality of clothes back then was so amazing and so good. Like the fact that like 30 years later, a pair of pants was still very much intact and everything. It was just like, wow, Sana, wow. I think that's where my love for thrifting started. It was in my mom's wardrobe. And I guess my mom had her own way of just like expressing herself through her clothes. She also has all black, but she also has like so many colors and like patterns and everything like that. And I think that just also speaks to the duality of women, but also of people in general. We just go through different seasons where we feel like where we gravitate towards certain patterns or certain colors, because you know whatever's going on internally will reflect outwardly. And it's very difficult to actually say that I have a style, because it goes through the I go through the motions of different things. Like one week I can wear all black, and then in another week I'm all girly and I'm wearing soft things, pink things. Like whatever the hell I'm going through is internally will reflect outwardly. I went, okay, so I was thrifting in my mom's wardrobe, and then I was gravitating towards like like the earthy girl aesthetic, faux locks, maxi skirt, cute crop top, incense sticks, Erica Badu, you know the vibe, like or just chunky braids. Like I was really gravitating towards that. And with faux locks specifically, I felt so internally beautiful with faux locks. And I don't know why. It just felt like this is who I am. Faux locks just felt like a direct representation of who I am on the inside, you know. I just felt like I was just glowing from the inside when I would wear faux locks. And I think that's why I just have such a special relationship with hair and what I choose to put on my hair, what hairstyle I choose to do, and also the reasons why I shave my hair off and why I want to grow it back. Like I have such a special relationship with my hair, and I'm just so much more intentional with it. And hair is special. I feel like hair generally is special, and I'm grateful right now that I've shaved my head off, because it feels like a true representation of who I am in this current moment and in this current time. So anyways, I was in my earthy girl era, whatever, and I just felt so internally beautiful, you know. But an interesting thing happened, right? Before I moved to Rome, I decided to do faux locks again, because I know the effect that it has on me. I know it makes me feel so internally beautiful. I was like, okay, we're doing faux locks, because when I get to Rome, I'm just, you know, I need that inner glow that faux locks give me. And I got the faux locks, and nothing happened. It was like crickets, you know. And I found that so interesting. I found that so interesting, because I was just like, whoa, like what's going on? Like faux locks usually make me feel like I'm, you know, this inner beauty, whatever, and I felt absolutely nothing. And I kept pushing. I was like, okay, fine, I'm not gonna do anything about it now, but like I'm just gonna move to Rome and like keep it pushing. Now that I look back, I personally believe that my move to Rome was a catalyst of a change that was happening within, that I felt even before I moved, right? I think my soul, my body was already in Rome even before I moved, and my 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 soul and my being was just not aligned with who I was in South Africa. Like I was already there, you know. And I also personally believe that the earthy girl aesthetic for me kind of played into this like cutesy, submissive, soft girl role or the soft girl energy that I feel I don't have anymore in my late 20s. Now that I'm in my late 20s, I feel so compelled to be, I feel so compelled to be polarizing and not submissive and rebellious in a sense. And I just feel like that is also why the faux locks just did not feel like an inner representation anymore. Being nice just wasn't working for me. It isn't working for me. But being polarizing, being uncompromising, that's the word, just uncompromising. Not that I'm saying I'm rude, but just being uncompromising has been the theme that I've been rolling with, you know, in my late 20s. And that is why right now, dressing up in my earthy girl era would feel so uncomfortable to me. It's, and I'm not like, I don't want to put a bad rep or whatever on people who do dress like earthy girls. Like I love that for you guys and like keep doing that. But personally for me, that is the link that I have with the earthy girl aesthetic. And that is the mindset also that I had with the earthy girl aesthetic. Currently right now, I might have found my aesthetic, and I've found my current aesthetic to be polarizing. Essentially, I either receive a lot of hate or love, like, or I just provoke people's, like, I'm used as a projector, 70 mil projector. People project a lot of things onto me when I wear the outfits that I feel good in. And that's with the heavy shoes. That's why I like the heavy shoes, and I usually wear black, and it gets very interesting reactions out of people on a daily. Right now we are doing gold jewelry and heavy shoes and mostly black. We're just wearing brown right now because I want to come across as approachable today. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I'm not feeling well, so I don't feel super confident right now because I'm not feeling well, and I just came back from the pharmacy. So brown is very like comforting, and I'm not a threat, and I usually get very neutral responses when I wear brown or pink. So, but when I feel better again, I'm gonna go back to black, and then I'm just gonna step on people's necks and like literally, it's like my presence suffocates people when I wear my usual outfits. It's insane. Anyways, what do I want to communicate with the outfits that I wear? Like I said, the usual outfit that I have is quite polarizing, and I believe that it's deliberate. I'm in Rome, right? So I'm in Rome, right? And yeah, there's black people here, but you know, it is what it is. There are people who just are just plain racist, and I don't know the difference between like racism or being admired or whatever, or someone's just like looking at my outfit or whatever. I don't know the difference, because Italians have a staring problem. Like they just have a staring problem. And what I used to do is I would kind of like guess whether a certain person was staring at me because they're racist or because they're admiring something of me, or do they like my outfit, do they think I'm pretty, whatever. And you know, to go through that almost on a daily was so draining to say the least. And so right now what I do is I always have my sunglasses on. If you see me out in public in Rome, I will always have my sunglasses on. Every outfit has me in my sunglasses. I personally believe that sunglasses just block the looks. They block off the looks, it blocks off the energy as well that I get from the looks. Like I'm focused, I'm going where I'm going, and then I'm going back home, and it works. It genuinely just works, and it's kind of just like a protective mechanism, if I'm being quite honest, because I'm so sensitive, and there's some experiences that like would leave me thinking about it for the rest of the day or whatever, and I just wear them to protect myself. Honestly, I'm just sensitive. So yeah, but it's funny because when I was in South Africa, I I was hardly wearing sunglasses. Like I genuinely thought sunglasses made me blind. I couldn't do too much with my sunglasses on. If I needed to focus, I'd take them off. You know, I don't know if I've ever parallel parked with sunglasses on, but here I've just had to learn to be functional with sunglasses on because I'm not taking them off. If I'm in public, I'm not taking them off, you know. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So with the sunglasses, what I wanna give off, I guess, it's still I want to be unapproachable. I genuinely don't want to be. I want to be unapproachable. If I'm being quite honest, I'm just like I want people to go like, no, don't bother her. No, not her, not her. You know, I genuinely want that. Because I'm in Rome, I guess, and I think I'm just protecting myself from any further negative encounters I could have with people here. So I just block. I'm just making like a shield around me with my black clothes and sunglasses and everything like that. Depending on my mood. But even with this outfit on, I have my sunglasses on. This is my kind, where fashion meets humanities, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Subscribe, like this video. Yeah, okay. Bye.